Hey everybody, Chance Priest here. Priest Toy Safari. Hadn't done one in a couple of months, so trying to get back in the groove because, you know, we moved and now we're in a new place and things ain't just perfect, but they're getting better. You know what I mean? Bigger warehouse, bigger everything, but it's a mess like I usually am. Anyway, okay, y'all. Victory Comics LLC. That is me. Same person. Same thing. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff like that. Priests, Monsters, Aliens, Superheroes on Facebook. So that's where I release everything first. So a lot of people are like, oh, I haven't seen that video or I haven't seen that. Well, you got to go to all these things and dig around and find them. But I got, you know, I don't know, the Toy Safaris, there's 50-something of them. So maybe 60. Hell, I don't know. But here's a bunch of them. Anyway, announcement though. I don't know when I'm going to turn this video out, but it'll be before ZoloCon. And ZoloCon's coming up in Pennsylvania, 9th and the 10th, and I will be there. I'll have tons of stuff. I mean, it's tons of stuff. I don't have a huge area, but I'll have a lot of stuff, and I'll be there and poke you in the eye if you want me to. Anyway, hey, for today, I decided to focus on something that I really love, and that is Marmit Parababies. It's hard for me to say that these aren't my favorite vinyls ever made because they split that like cuteness and still awesome, you know, they like a crunched down version of the figure, you know. So and I think really though, if I scan my mind and I think deep and I just, you know, go, what is my favorite vinyl ever made? What company? I mean, granted, I love Bare Model. Buta no Hana, it's got to be right there at the very top. I mean, there's so many that I love, but in all, if I was on a desert island and I said you can only have these products, Marmit's it. I love Marsan too, but Marmit is it. So anyway, this is something Marmit made years ago. I don't know, man. God, I swear some of these are getting like 20 years old. If that's possible? But anyway, so I've got tons of these. So I'm gonna call this the Marmit Parababy Volume 1 video. Anyway, so I'll just get started. Y'all know me. I can't remember my names of the characters. And you know, they're 5 or 6 inches. You know, that's kind of but they're you know, they're crunched down. I don't even know who that goes to. It's cool. It's cool. It's not my favorite, but it's cool. Oh, y'all, can't ever remember his name either, but man, that's Ultra 7, Ultraman, whatever guy. And I should have brought my glasses. Shit, 1999, 20 years old. Ridiculous. And if you're wondering, yeah, sorry, y'all, I like to go through these tubs fresh. This tub, I mean, I knew it was in it, so, but I had to take them all out of the bags, and I wasn't going to go through the whole long process of unbagging every one of them. I'll be honest, y'all, it's real cold up here right now. I mean, like, that's like so colder than a witch's titty. But it's real cold up here, and I'm doing good just to carry on. So and I'm in the upstairs. You know, I got about 11,000 square feet here in the upstairs full of toys. So I'm just like up here doing my thing. I can't remember the names though. My mind is really fried, and my camera's in a different place than I'm used to. So I don't know if I'm doing it right or not, but we'll do it. And you know, like I always say, man, y'all shoot me some messages. Everybody, y'all that know me well know I like to go back and forth and bullcrap with everybody and joke around a lot. So life is fun, man. It is fun, but you just got to make it fun. You got to get all that negative crap out of your head and have fun. And man, Kaiju, what's more fun than this? I mean, there are some negative people out there in the toy realm, and I don't know how you can be. For God's sakes, man, you know, you talk about living the dream. I collect toys. I'm living the dream, right? Hell, I make toys. I'm really living the dream. And y'all know I get off subject. And I know there's new people now, and that don't know me, but anyway, get to know me, man. I'm honest. You know, I just turn on the camera and go. I don't plan nothing. I don't edit nothing. Although I was gonna do an edited video, you know, for the first time. I was gonna try one with all the splashy fun stuff, and of course I'm a computer moron. But man, I can't remember it. Namagon, maybe. Anyway, that's you know, Chandler and that's Chandler. I'm sure of that anyway. But I always get them all confused. But anyway, the thing about Parababies is that they really did a bunch of different lines, like a bunch of different of the shows, and I think I have them all because I was always buying the Parababies as they came out brand new in '99 and 2000, 2001, whatever, and then a guy posted on eBay like this big old collection of them, and he's like, you know, which you should never do. You should never put your whole collection in a lump and set it for auction because you're going to get a fraction of what it's worth. But I paid a fraction of what it's worth, but I got it, man, because I love Parababies so much. But then I started going through his Parababies, and I was like, my God, I've got 3 or 4 of each one in all different colors. So there's like ape load of variations. Man, I used to know that guy's good. I don't know if y'all heard my thumb pop just then, but wow. It just shows you how cold it is. There's a, embarrassing as it is, I can't remember the names right now. It just happens. It just happens. The big walrus guy. But anyway, they're. I always say this about toys, okay? Anybody can make, especially these days with 3D printing and computer imaging and all that crap like that, anybody can make something from the movie, from the TV show, from a drawing, look exactly like that. But what I find so interesting is these older kaiju where it's the artist, the toy artist, the sculptor, the dreamer of this making his own interpretation of it. I made a Darth Vader figure a couple of years ago, or a year ago or something like that, of my own, in my own style, in my own toys, my own sculpt, and I didn't look at a Darth Vader to do it. So that's really tough because you're like, okay, he's got that, Anyway, I love it. But yet I put it out there, and some people go, well, that doesn't look exactly like Darth Vader. No, it totally looks, you when you see it, you go, wow, that's a knockoff of Vader, right? But it's different. It's my interpretation of it. I think it looks awesome. Anyway, I guess there's some people just don't have the imagination, the art mind. But if you don't got it, try to get it because it's important. This is Balunga, I think, and I've seen several different colors of that. There's different colors of all these, y'all, all of them. This is, I think these are from Robot Detective Kenji. But and y'all notice how all the Parababies, they're stunted, Well, I got more of those. I'm gonna try to do them in. Oh, look at that! And I think I've seen at least four different colors of Dodongo. God Almighty, man! Look at the artist interpretation of that. That you wouldn't look at that right away and just go, man, oh, that's he doesn't look exactly like Dodongo. No, he's like this. Whoever sculpted this is Dodongo. Hey, and you guys that are like really informed on the Japanese scene of sculptors, I would love to know who sculpted these. That would be interesting to me. Very, very interesting. So why don't somebody shoot me an email and say, hey, this is the guy's deal, and maybe I can contact and talk to him. I sculpt all the time. I design. Us guys like to shoot the bull. Hell, 20 years ago, sucker's probably dead. But maybe he was a young man like I once was. I don't know. I feel young. Mentally feel young. Ultraman, there's Ultraman Jack. I can't ever tell the difference. I know it's something with this. Anyway. Like I say, I forget everything. But, this guy, there's no telling how many different colors of that I have. What I'm saying, when I say all these different colors and variations, like, a lot of y'all are variant collectors, and I'm usually pretty happy with a color I just really like. But for some reason, these are usually not that expensive. You can get these Parababies, and they're not bad, a 2-pack, even when you're paying, full price, it's under $50. So, you're not way into them. I don't know who that big manta ray is, but now he's a little happy for me. I like my monsters mean, even when man, I know his name like I know myself. So don't know myself because I can't remember his name. Anyway. But I'm just trying to say, when you're when you're Red King. At one time, Red King was my favorite thing. I literally had every Red King toy you could imagine, and that's a pretty color for Red King. I mean, look at that gold, and that's light blue and a little silver. I think, I don't know. I'm real bad colorblind, and if y'all have never watched one of my videos, y'all learn that I'm real bad colorblind. I was not allowed into the military because I was so colorblind. That's how colorblind I am. So, anyway. But you know what? Like I tell my kids and my wife and everything all the time, I say, hey, you know what? I can say that color's blue when you're telling me it's green, and I could pass a lie detector test because, to me, 100% it's blue. So it's perception. I don't know. I'm getting a little deep. Anyway, don't have no idea, but God, look at that. Look at that alien thing. Well, yeah, what I was trying to say is I would never pile a bunch of figures in vinyls, because vinyl paint just, man, you just barely tap it and it scratches. I hate that. Guys like James Osborne, I've talked to him about it before. He does custom paint jobs. It's all about the sealer. Seal, and then you don't have all them scratches. You know, when I make figures, granted, I'm going on a different material, but the paint doesn't really matter. It's the sealer. And I do 3 to 4 coats of heavy sealer, and so I've dropped them on the concrete, and you can't, you know, they don't scratch. I mean, it's literally, that's hard to believe, but it's true. It's just how much sealer you want to put on it. Of course, it drives the cost up and all that stuff like that. Anyway, Ultra 7. If you don't like Ultra 7, you don't like this whole whatever. You can turn off the video. You don't like nothing. Because, I mean, he, you know, pulls a blade off his head like a boomerang, and it goes and it cuts monsters' arms and heads and in half. And it's just too good to be true. Because there's nothing like it, right? There ain't nothing like it. There is... I don't know how you say this. Is it? Hell, I don't even remember who it is. I'm totally off. Anyway, but what colors, right? Look at that. It's like silver and light blue again. You don't see light blue on a bunch of stuff, so I really like it. And my nose is liable to drip. It is freezing up here. It's weird. It's been like, I mean, 20s and 30s, you know? And then today it's like 70 outside, which of course does the sinuses good. But what's amazing is in the building, in this gigantic building, it stays freezing cold. So I've got like 4 layers. I'm all bundled up. Anyway. But you know, they have that sly, even the ones with a smirk, they have like a sly smirk, you know. I like that, man. I like that, you know. It's just something about these things that they feel so arty to me, you know. Artsy. That's why I like Buta no Hana stuff. You know, it's very artsy. You know, it's their interpretation of that character. And every once in a while, you see them getting kind of off. You know, and you see a few designs they'll have, and they're like, that looks exactly like a Marsan or a Marmit or something. You know, and then, but then they go right back. But Marmit, I mean, they were out of the box on these. I thought it was great. I think I have a pair of these open, so I'm leaving these. That's what they come in. See, pair of baby. You get a pair of babies. But that's Jeannie Vanderbilt, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Jeannie Vanderbilt. Anyway, what I would give for just a little English on these packages. Man, what I'd give for that. Maybe one day I'll just take the time and learn Japanese. I don't know. I should. But anyway, I love those dudes. And that's a problem I have with collecting. Like I say, again, if you know me, look what's in my pocket. A light bulb. Why? Hell if I know. If you know me, I got a massive collection and have no idea what all's in it. So you get into this real bad habit of I rebuy the same thing because I love that thing, but I don't remember having one. So anyway, I'll go through tubs and I'll be like, oh man, look at this guy. He's so awesome. And it's like, oh, I got him. You know, later I find out. I think these are Robot Detective Kenji robots. Because I've got a set of these loose. As usual, y'all, you know, I will sell or trade anything I have doubles of. So it never hurts to ask. And yes, I know some of y'all have asked, and I've said, let me look, and the looking is years later. But, you know, and y'all also know that when I do find it, I do contact you. It's just, in my advanced age, I don't, like when I tell somebody, oh, I love that, I want that, you know, when you get ready to sell it, I want it. And then a year later, you contact me and say, well, I'm ready to sell it. Well, you know what most people do? They go, oh, well, I'm not even into that stuff anymore. Well, not me. I used to be like that. I'd switch. Now it's just everything all at once, all the time. Lots of different toys. So it makes me happy. And happiness is what it's all about. So there you go. Norse, what's up? But look, I mean, that's not like any other Norse you've ever seen. That's a really awesome little dude. So anyway, I dig it, man. I totally dig it. I am gonna start doing more shows though, y'all. I'm gonna start doing shows, and when I do a video or something, y'all holler and say, hey, bring that to the show, and I will. And look at that, comes on a little stand. I never can remember this dude's name, but man, that's cool, right? That's cool. At least I'm not shaking real bad yet. But it's cold enough that it could definitely happen. I am running out of room. I had to go to this little shelf section. Y'all can't see it, but it sucks. Anyway, that's what goes. That's the way it goes. You move, and it takes time to get things ready. If it was the spring or summer, I'd already have it ready because it wouldn't be so cold up here. But Peguila, right? I gotta be right. I gotta be right on that one. The samurai guy, geesh, look at that. Y'all remember him in the TV show? He was freaking wicked mean. I love that guy. I love that guy. I do. This little monkey looking guy, I love him. There's just something about it. I just love his look. He reminds me of a Mexican luchador, those midget wrestlers that are, you know, the little check it out. Can't remember their names. The Satan twins or something like the Satan's cavemen from Nacho Libre. One of my favorite movies. Ella King, and I think I have a blue one, a yellow one, and this white one. And I don't know. I would love a book that showed me like every Parababy they ever made, because it's going to be in the hundreds. Not just on the ones alone, but the color variations. Man, it's nuts. That is Captain Ultra, guys. And man, I try to tell everybody, if y'all haven't seen Captain Ultra, it's one of the very first Kaiju TV shows, live action. I mean, man, it's like watching H.R. Puffin stuff go to war in space. You know, I mean, it's like nuts, cool. Little Land of the Lost mixed in there. It gives me that vibe, you know, that whole Sid and Marty Krofft vibe. The Spectre Man bad guys. I'm really bad with their names, but anyway, love them. Love them. Here's a great. God, man, I hate this thing's bags. Well, anyway, that's what happens when you don't prep a video, right? Anyway, Pester, Pester, whatever you say his name. Everybody makes fun of me when I say I don't care. There's another Pester. Anyway, different colors, but totally. I mean, their colors are so different that if you didn't know better, you'd swear you were looking at a different figure altogether. Now, there's classic colors Metron, and who doesn't like a Metron alien? I know I do. Somebody posted their little collection of Metrons, and I say, that looked beautiful. I love the way those were all put together. There is a... is that Kamur Jin, or however you say his name? I don't know. Kamur Jin? I don't know. Anyway, I love it. And I have multiple colors of that sucker too. Antler. I try not to make these videos tremendously long, but hell, what do you do? I just can't. They go and they go and they go, and I just say hell with it and do it. Anyway. But if you want to, you know, I get a lot of, oh, some guy, oh, you think you're big shit because you're showing off all your toys. That's the most opposite that I could be, because up until a year ago, I was totally a hermit collecting toys for 30 years. So, no, that's not who I am. I just know that when I started getting online and looking at people's collections, it got me pumped, man. I mean, excited. Like, I was like so excited to see what they're showing off, and it just, because I love toys so much, and I was just like, oh my god, just make my mouth water. So maybe there's guys that aren't advanced that hadn't seen a lot of this stuff, or if they have, they hadn't even thought about it. They're like, because I do that. I've looked at stuff and glazed over it, and then I go back and I go, what was I thinking? I should have bought all those. They're so awesome. Then you see a collection, and so that's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to make it fun. That's it. Just fun for everybody. I don't think, I tell people all the time, you give me millions of dollars, I'll have the biggest toy collection on the planet. I mean, that easy. So having it's not the big deal. It's some of this stuff's rare. You're just finding it at any price, So anyway, that's Robot Detective Kenji. And if you don't know him, he's awful cool. Awful cool. Here is, I think he's a Spectrum Man bad guy. I have a complete set of the Spectrum Man guys in different colors because I am a Spectrum Man nut. Love him. Absolutely love Spectrum Man. I think we're talking, I can't remember if he's Captain Ultra or Spectrum Man. I can't remember. Anyway. But just look at the character in these guys. And they're small. You could fill up a great shelf or whatever full of them and display, and which is something I'm lacking. I know. I'm gonna change that though this year, y'all. I'm gonna really work on display. I got so much. If I wouldn't have had to move the warehouse, I had so much going on, but it's all gonna come around this spring and summer, and y'all will see, because I'll take videos. My wife wants me to do a blog thing. I don't even know what a blog is, but like talk about stuff and show people what we're doing as we do it. So anyway, I've tried to do live videos in here, y'all. This building's 4 stories tall. It's 44,000 square feet. It's a monster. We bought this thing like 10 years ago. My son has the antique shop on the main floor, and I have the other floors for my storage purposes. But it totally no phone signal inside here. So somehow or another, I got to get a computer ran in here to get, I don't even know computer, Wi-Fi and all that stuff. Hope I'm saying everything right. I know it's crazy. I don't know nothing about computers, but anyway, my wife knows enough to get us by. And my kids taught me how to use the phone far enough to get me by. So anyway, okay. Now here's the old, is that Peter, the fish guy? But look how weird he is, and look at the color. I mean, it changes the whole character. Now we could be totally off, and that's not even him. But I think that's Peter, right? Anyway, so unless somebody is joking with me sometimes, so that never mind. Anyway, love this little vampire bat brain guy. That's Captain Ultra for sure. I'm sure. Anyway, if I'm wrong about that, I'm really wrong, because I have lots of old Captain Ultra stuff. There's I always forget their name, but I call them the vegetable aliens that Captain Ultra just kills the hell out of nonstop. So they're usually green, so that's odd color. And for some reason in this tub, I got 2 of the same color, but none of the other colors. Like I say, this is part 1 because I got a bunch more coming. There's Garabon, I think Garabon, the junk monster from Captain Ultra. And I've got a lot of different ones of him, but man, how can you get better looking than that little critter? I'm telling you, whoever sculpted these, I know a lot about sculpting toys, y'all, by hand, not computer. That is a great sculpture to make it look like that. It's not no cup of tea. Love this dude. Captain Ultra again, bad guy. Oh, it's just pure love, because that's pure alien. That takes you to another world, a total another world. Love it. Love it. Love the color scheme too. And there's Huck, Captain Ultra's sidekick robot, which, Back in the day, everybody had to have a sidekick robot. Hell, Star Wars, they got sidekick robots. It's still going on, you know, since the 40s. Sidekick robots. Captain Ultra. I'm not crazy about the way that one looks, but he's interpretation. You know, it's just who he is. Hi, Hook. Hi, Cap. Anyway, there you go. There they are. Awesome. Love them figures. And I got a couple more in here, which unfortunately I have the whole series of these, but the Mazinger Z bad guys, or Great Mazinger bad guys, whatever Mazinger. I can't. Great Mazinger has the head. I like the Mazinger better than Great Mazinger. But I like the show. I think I like Great Mazinger the show. But anyway, I can't remember. Anyway, there's can't remember, but I know him so well, the big bad guy. And there's Dublas, whatever, Dublas, whatever, how the hell you, Dublas, what, I don't know how the hell you say. I love that figure. That thing is ridiculous cool. Anyway, so I've been wanting to do this tub, God since forever. And we did it, you know. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think. Shoot me some emails and messages and you know, tell me what y'all think of these figures, because I'm like totally in love with them. As I pull them out, I love them even more than I loved them just thinking about them before. So anyway, okay, there it is. I'll get this thing posted and we'll do some more videos sooner or later and get back at you. Victory, y'all.